We already know about the incredible endurance of women's bodies and have heard something about the difference between men and women's color recognition. But, believe it or not, there's still a lot about the female body you may not know about. 1. Women's necks are more movable. Have you ever noticed how women and men turn when they're called? Try this, and you will see that the man turns his whole body and that the woman just turns her head. The reason lies in the muscle structure, which is more elastic in women's bodies. But dear ladies, please be careful while you are twisting your heads. According to a study from Loyola University Medical Center, females report neck pain more often than men do. 2. Women have sensitive hearing while sleeping. This fact is the result of an evolutionary process. Women are sensitive to noises while they are asleep, so that they'll be roused by a crying baby. But the good news is that this rule only works for high-pitched noises. Speaking in a low register will help to avoid waking up a woman. And what's unfair in this situation is that women are also more sensitive to sleep disorders than men. 3. Women are more rational than men. Despite common opinion that women are more emotional and men are more rational, the reality is quite opposite. A thick cortex has been associated with higher scores on a variety of cognitive and general intelligence tests, and women's brains have much thicker cortices than men's do. Meanwhile, men had higher brain volumes, which plays a broad role in emotions and making decisions. It seems like you're delving into the complex interplay between brain structure and function, particularly in relation to gender differences and emotional processing. Let's break it down. Thicker cortices in women. The cortex is the outer layer of the brain responsible for higher cognitive functions like thinking, perceiving, and decision-making. Research suggests that women tend to have thicker cortices compared to men. This thicker cortex is associated with higher scores on cognitive and intelligence tests, indicating potentially enhanced cognitive abilities. Higher brain volumes in men. On the other hand, men typically have higher brain volumes overall compared to women. This includes various brain regions involved in emotional processing and decision-making. Brain volume can influence emotional regulation and the ability to make decisions, among other functions. So, when we consider these findings together, it paints a more nuanced picture than the simplistic stereotype that women are more emotional and men are more rational. In reality, women may have certain cognitive advantages due to their thicker cortices, while men may have differences in brain volume that could affect emotional processing and decision-making. However, it's crucial to note that these differences are averages observed at a population level, and individual variation exists within each gender. Additionally, the relationship between brain structure and function is incredibly complex and influenced by various factors beyond just gender, such as genetics, environment, and life experiences. 4. Women form stronger attachments to other people. The reason why is that women have higher oxytocin levels. Oxytocin is the so-called love hormone. It promotes attachment, solidifies relationships, and eases stress. Oxytocin is also responsible for creating mother-child bonds and even for breastfeeding. 5. Women's bodies keep changing in their 20s. If you had crazy and unhealthy teen years, it's not too late to change your lifestyle. Women's bodies are still growing and changing into their 20s. So, keep eating bananas and almonds. They contain a lot of calcium, which really helps make your bones stronger. Exercises for muscle strengthening will do this too. There's also a chance you will get better in decision making because your prefrontal cortex is still developing. 6. Women have a better predisposition to creativity. The brain is a network. There are a lot of wires and connections inside of it. Studies have found that the networks in women's brains are more connected than the networks in men's brains. That means women are faster at creating causal connections, but at the same time easily get used to a routine. 7. European women have a lighter complexion than men. According to new research, women of European descent are twice as likely to be naturally blonde compared to men. The study suggests that this is because the blonde genes that may have been in women at birth are more persistent in females and actually disappear in males. It also may be happening for evolutionary reasons because blonde women are more likely to be successful in their relationships, and men are more likely to be successful with women if they're dark-haired. Of course, these all are just assumptions so far. Let's break it down a bit further. Genetic difference. The research indicates that women of European descent are more likely to have naturally blonde hair compared to men of the same descent. This suggests a genetic predisposition towards blondness in women. Persistence of blonde genes. The study proposes that the genes responsible for blonde hair in women are more persistent or resistant to change over time, whereas these genes may disappear or become less prevalent in men. This could be due to various genetic and evolutionary factors. Evolutionary perspective. The research suggests that there might be evolutionary reasons behind this phenomenon. It proposes that blonde women may have historically had an advantage in relationships, leading to higher reproductive success. This advantage could be attributed to cultural preferences, social perceptions, or other factors that favor blondes in mate selection. Success in relationships. The study posits that blonde women may be more successful in their relationships, potentially due to societal stereotypes or perceptions associating blonde hair with attractiveness or femininity. Conversely, it suggests that dark-haired men may have an advantage in attracting partners based on similar societal perceptions favoring darker hair in men. Assumptions and further research. It's important to note that these findings are based on assumptions and correlations drawn from the research. While they provide interesting insights into the potential role of genetics and evolution in hair color and mate selection, further research is needed to validate these hypotheses and understand the underlying mechanisms more comprehensively. For now, scientists call this phenomenon an intriguing mystery. Which facts have you noticed about yourself? Which didn't you know about? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you've made it this far, drop a comment below with the word 2024 so I know you're still with me. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.